Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the first episode of the second season of Kobayashi-san Chino Maid Dragon. And boy, I've been hyped up for this for a while. I quite like season 1, you could say. I have seen it quite a few times. It is one of my favorite shows, just in general. Like, I think it was my favorite show of the season that it aired. But yeah, season 2, I've been waiting for it for so long, it's kind of crazy that we finally have it, right? It almost doesn't feel real, but I'm sure it'll feel more real as I watch it, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting more into, Kobayashi, Toru, Kana, Fafnir, just about everyone, pretty much. I think that's safe to say. But yeah, before I jump into it, just gonna have to kind of explain to you my reaction format. I do not show the anime footage in this video because, YouTube likes to block that sort of thing, if not worse. But I do give you subtitles from the show and a timer down there so you can get your own copy and get it all synced up and we can all watch along together. It's great. Also, if you do like Kyoto animation shows, I also recently started reacting to Hibike Euphonium, so that's also something on the channel you might want to check out if you enjoy the show, maybe. But yeah, with all that out of the way, let's jump on in and see exactly what our dragon household is up to. 3, 2, 1, play. That's a very familiar voice. Yes, you are. Mado up top, in case you forgot who she's referring to. Ultimate almost reminds me of Danganronpa. That sounds amazing. I mean, maid cafes are brought up pretty early on in the show, so it'd be great to actually get into that a bit. I know, right? They really should consult you. It's so weird seeing, like, new Kobayashi stuff. I'm sure you can do it. That doesn't get much more moe than that. Because like I said, I rewatched it so much, seeing new content is gonna take some getting used to. Did you kill anyone? Oh, I actually probably should have seen. Yeah, I mean, they couldn't find a better dragon. New opening! New opening! Oh god, I'm so excited for the new opening. Saikawa! Even the first sequence of the opening was great. Oh my god, that's a cheerleader outfit. That's a straight up that's a cheerleader outfit. Okay. Yeah, they're still there. Of course he wears that. That's less surprising. Yeah, that's our new character. Oh, they must be from the Maid Cafe. That was mentioned. I know Shupurimu? Supreme, oh, Supreme Love. Took me a second. I definitely did look forward to getting more of her. That was a beautiful shot there. Eat. A shirt says eat on it. I mean, if she insists, I could be convinced. Okay, let's see how that went. I mean, she should have been a maid outfit. That's a safe assumption. Actually, you were quite pretty as well. Wow, just that easy. Get on her level. I'm sure everything will be fine. Very experienced. But okay, that's cool to get some info on her. Yeah, this is a great opportunity. I really am glad to get a bit more Kobayashi backstory. That was cool. That is, yeah, that's Kana. She is in fact a dragon. Does that mean made by maids? Oh, the uniforms actually are really good. I really like them. Bum, 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 bum. I use it plenty. You better get that Moa queuing treatment on our food. Yeah. Oiskunade Moa Q. It's been a while since I've seen that in anime. Oh, I would love to see a flashback of that. You have no idea how badly I would love to see that. Yeah, what's she doing? Do I see fire? I mean, she seems to be doing pretty well. I mean... yeah, I think she's one of the best employees. Hedge, really? Yeah, they did the thingy again. It's so weird seeing her in a different maid outfit. Oh, I came to see you. I can see that. Yeah, you're head chef, not head maid. Yeah, you're obviously suited for it. And, oh. I guess it worked. That makes sense. Yeah, she calls it Kobayashi-san. It's in the title of the show. That is a classic of a maid cafe. Yeah, please do it. You better do it in a cute way. Okay, that is already screwing it up. This is a next level delicious spell. Also, you're amazing animation, by the way. I don't know if it worked, but it did something to it. Yeah, that was the most curse-like delicious spell I've ever seen. Yeah, the animation's just been great. Yeah. Don't quit already. They just said made by mates. It's clever. Hey, you can't just leave. We're dependent on you now. I couldn't say no to that. Do we really want to learn that specific magic chant? Ah, Fafnir! I would wait for it. Wait for it. This is just so surreal. Yeah, Takia. I mean, there's gonna be no complaints there. I mean, one's a evil dragon, one's an otaku that lives with that evil dragon. Well, I mean, just your cooking is what really was so next level. I mean, Ilulu. Oh, we're actually gonna meet her in episode 1? Because that'd be a big change of pace from what we got with Element last season. Freaking episode 8. Okay, landslide. Is that dragon related? because that looks like a big old bite or something. So phrasing. Is a dragon, only one that could do that. Yeah, maybe we can kind of venture a guess who did it. Oh, shit. I mean, Elma's a peaceful fact. Oh! She's a peaceful fact and she wouldn't do that. They're all about non-intervention and all that. That looks like the girl. Yep. We have one more. Is she gonna fall down like right now? We have her. What? Yeah, you do it. Just Ponsu out, and just everyone to see. Hello there. She definitely knows her. Yeah, let's get some protection going. Would be sure would be a shame if something were to happen to it. That's a great entrance, though. I'm guessing she's part of the Chaos faction. We're actually gonna get a battle here. Let's go. Oh, right to the chin. I can believe that. Yeah, she probably sniffed her out, which is why she went to that one spot. We'll see. She is quite powerful. And Toto's probably out of practice. It's like a straight up Dragon Ball Z kind of fight. Oh, this just looks so good. Yeah, it's what we do. We can't just not mess things up. Oh. Yeah, but what about collateral damage? That's what I'm more worried about. Also, her Opie glowing there? Is that really what's happening? Yeah, that's a thing. Can you block that much area? Oh, well, maybe she can. Oh, but okay, that looked like it hurt a bit, but yeah, she's at a big disadvantage as a result of that. I mean, it's a battle between chaos dragons. Like, she probably wouldn't do that. He probably would. Right, so not a lot of help. I definitely want to see Kana get hurt. I'm a little bit worried, but I'm sure we'll talk no jutsu our way through this somehow. Yeah? Do you have an idea? What? We're gonna bribe her to calm her down? Kinda like what she did with Elma back in the day. Or is she just... Oh no, is she bribing Elma to help? Okay, I get it now. I thought she was gonna bribe you to do, but this makes more sense, actually. So yeah, now I'm all caught up. Oof. Man, we usually don't get much battling in this show, so it's really cool to get to see such quality battle choreography. Yeah. That's why in Dragon Ball Z we usually go into wastelands and stuff to battle. Oh. She's sweating now. Whoa. Yeah, bribing, a lot of bribing happened there. And her tits are just so huge. I'm sure you'll get used to it too at some point. Damn. Yeah, how did that work out for you? Well, I think we may have just done it there. Big old beautiful blue blast of energy. Yeah, just a little bit of scale damage. A little bit of scratches. Yeah, let's try to avoid that. Yeah, that's for a job well done. So Kobayashi has gotten better at this sort of thing. I'm sure that's not the last we've seen of you to do. That is the important thing. Also, is the episode almost over? No, we got a good few minutes left. Where did she end up? That's an outdated way of thinking. Oh, so curiosity has been piqued. Gotcha, that's gonna be the start of it. Trying to figure out why they care so much about these slowly humans. I like what keeps mentioning that they're actually dragons, as if, you know, the horns and stuff aren't like dead giveaways. Not to mention, you might have also seen season 1. Why do you why are you doing this, Lokua? Do it again. Is she gonna do it again? No. Well, that was animation budget well spent. Unfortunately, I kind of missed the conversation, but I had better things to look at. Watch out, Kobayashi. That would be nice. That's her. She kind of, you know, insisted. Afraid of her, really? No. I'm glad she can acknowledge that, how cute Toru is. Well, I'm really getting into this. I see blushing there, Kobayashi. Okay, are we gonna try some seducing here? Those huge knockers. They're like bigger than Kobayashi's head, just about. Well, I mean... Yeah, I mean, she doesn't really approve of such things. You know, Lukua. So yeah, seduction attempt failed. I'm not everyone's into the whole Oppai Lolly kind of character design. Me being one of them. Especially when it's just that excessive. I feel like we've gone down this road before with other characters. I think there's a bit more than that. She just fall asleep. Yeah, yeah, she's like, I heard this before. Yeah, something like that. Phrasing Kobayashi. Okay. That's just like your opinion. I mean, any relationship is like that. Yeah, just, I don't speak for all humans, I'm just Kobayashi. Yeah, even different factions of dragons. Peaceful ones, violent ones. I can't take my nap now. Oh, flashback? Did she have some experience with humans? That's kind of colored her perception. Because Kobayashi had some, or Toru had some. What did she just do? Hopefully she just like teleported away or something. But I feel like she may have done more than that, we'll see. Bathroom. Wait. Oh wait, no, wait, did she wait, did she do what I think she did? Did she do what I think she did? Because I mean the thing she said at the end there, oh damn, that's rough. I'm still processing the previous scene though, sorry. But yeah, did he really get banned? I can't really read that fast. I mean, I know it's the same thing popping up over and over again, but still. Well, let's play a new game. I do like his computer set up the two monitors. And ED. Bum, bum, bum. So many colors. Oh, they're kind of like dancing in the background. I love the ED already as well. Our dancing chibi dragon girls. Really well animated too. Meido Uizu Doragon. Maid is dragon. I died a little bit inside reading that title. That name. But yeah, Maid is dragon. Can't argue with that. Yeah, I think I actually might like this one better than the first season's ED. Like the chibis look so good, they're so well animated. Okay, I generally don't watch previews, but yeah, that was the first episode of the second season of Kobayashi-san Chino Maid Dragon. And it was great, everything I could hope for with the first episode of the show. I was really surprised we got Ito to first episode because like the only thing I really knew about this season going into it is that we had that Opie Lolly character, and that she was a dragon. I didn't know anything beyond that. I didn't even know what faction she was a part of, but clearly the Chaos faction. I don't know what I was expecting as far as her introduction goes, but for some reason I wasn't expecting a big serious battle. But I mean, it makes sense given who she is. But the thing I didn't know who she was. I guess is kind of the thing. Right, but before we got that, we had a lot of fun stuff with like the maid cafe, which makes a lot of sense because way back in episode 1, I think Toru kind of like modeled herself a little bit off of the maid cafe maids she saw like on the way to Toru's place that were handing out the stuff. I think that was a thing, and Kobayashi's always had a strong opinion about maid cafes, where she like she has respect for them. They do what they do. But it's not like her thing exactly. It's very, even though they both have the word maid in them, they're still very separate. Her idea of maids and maid culture and maid cafe culture, they may sound similar, but they're very different and do a hardcore maid otaku. Like Kobayashi, that's a strong, big distinction, but she doesn't like hate them or anything like that. Right, so it's the kind of thing that's been brought up once in a while, especially when Kobayashi gets drunk. She likes to bring it up, but we never actually had a scene of us going to a maid cafe. So it's one of those things that I feel definitely makes sense to have eventually. I mean, especially because we do have like otaku characters in the show, like we have Takia and Kobayashi, and it's a place with like a bunch of maids, so obviously it would like attract Toru, because Toru doesn't make the same exact distinction between maid cafes and personal maids that Kobayashi does. So she just sees like a place full of maids, and that kind of gets her attention, right? So she went over there to like give them a piece of her mind or something, and then somehow got recruited because she just bursts in there. She's already dressed for the occasion. They can see that spirit, that she really embodies the maid spirit. They hire her, and she's like a Gordon Ramsay experts chef person that they put to work, and she does a pretty good job just kind of helping the overall establishment, which was great. Although she's a little bit salty because she wanted to excel, be known as an amazing maid, not as an amazing cook. Kind of missed the initial goal a little bit, which that happens sometimes. I really did love the uniform though. Like it definitely looked very different than kind of like the more standard, French maid uniform that we usually see characters wearing in the show. It's like what she usually wears. I really do like the design of it. And her deliciousness spell, right? It's a very typical thing with maid cafes. They do the spell to make it delicious, oishikunade, moe kyun. That's kind of the line, right? And Toru just like summons the dark energies of the universe and stuff, and that's like drips it all over. Like it was almost like is acid the right word for it? Like some kind of not safe to consume substance just like dripped over. It's almost what it was like pure curse, like pure liquefied curse just kind of like spread over the food. It just did not make it look any more delicious than me. So it was almost like an anti-deliciousness spell. But also I think she kind of like taught that to the other maids, so that like probably is not going to end too well. But I'm pretty sure I kind of liked it. I mean, she's a dragon. So that makes sense. So yeah, that indeed makes sense. So that was pretty much the first half, I think. That pretty much sums up the first half, right? The second half was when we actually got Ururu, our new character, our dragon character, and she shows up with a bang. Because first she like did some damage to a mountain. I guess what happened was she was trying to track down Toru. She got her scent. She tracked it to where she initially landed in this world, and just took a bite out of the mountain or something. I don't know exactly what the point of that was, but she left an impression, and next time we saw her, she kind of found us. She just dripped down after we like falsely accused a few other dragons of doing it, especially poor Elma, just Toru just straight up attacking her, like no evidence or anything of any wrongdoing, but she attacks her anyway. Anyway, maybe she spends a lot of time on Twitter, I don't know. But not too long after that, we actually did have the real culprit pop down below in like a cool fashion, slowly descending from the sky. Just Pantsu full view, just these massive opie, just very, very specific design. Right. The show's always been very good at just like checking a lot of boxes as far as like anime, otaku, variety of body styles, variety of fetishes. The show's always been good at doing that. And she definitely fills one of those niches, that's for sure, just not mine personally. But that's when we led to the amazing battle, right? We both ascend into the sky, exchanging lots of blows, damaging even like a little bit of scratches, armor damage. We're not armor, scales, like, because her uniforms are scales, right? So breaking through the scales, doing a little bit of damage to the skin, nothing like too bad. Like there was no serious injury from it, so only like maybe slightly worse off than like a play fighting we've seen in the show, like between her and Kana. Maybe like about 20% more violent than that. I don't know. It definitely could have got a lot worse if things were allowed to escalate without Elma's help, but luckily Elma was able to offer a bit of help because Kobayashi bribed her. Because at first what I thought was like she was going to bribe Yuki with pudding. That's where I thought that was going to go initially. But after, I don't know, 10 seconds or so, it clicked in my head like, oh no, she's bribing Elma to help with the occasion. Because Elma didn't help just because, you know, she couldn't be bothered really. So just bribe her. It all kind of worked out. Because I was thinking to myself, what exactly could Kobayashi do to help the situation? She's, you know, just a human. She doesn't have power. She can't get in there and just start walloping on Yuki. That'd be cool to see, but she obviously can't do that. So all she can really do is to motivate another dragon that's already there to help. And she did, and it definitely did help. We're able to take care of Yuki, at least in that moment. It was obviously not a permanent fix. I mean, she showed up later in the episode to interact with Kobayashi, but at least she chilled out a little bit. That's the important thing. And we got a pretty important competition between her and Kobayashi. I mean, a lot of it has, like I said, has been kind of like ground that's been touched on before. Humans and dragons, they can't be together because of various problems, you know, like things will get worse, you know, that kind of stuff, right? It's very similar to what we've had before, but it's not exactly the same. But the thing here is that because here I feel like there's probably some, rather than like what we had with the King of Destruction, whatever he was called, he was more like overall picture kind of viewing, whereas with Yuki, because the what looked like a very brief little flashback we saw of her, it seemed like there may be some more personal motivation, like maybe something between her and a human didn't quite work out, so that's kind of colored her perspective on it. I think we might have something like that. We'll see more in the future if that is the case. But yeah, Kobayashi did her best to explain to her her position on the subject, and we ended off with her disappearing, but not before she did something. And I was just, during the scene, I was thinking, okay, she left, but I'm almost positive she did something. Like, you can almost tell because the overall vibe of the scene that she did something. I just didn't know what. Like, we followed Kobayashi to the bathroom. We saw the female symbol. And all I really thought of that, and at that moment was that, okay, I mean, a lot of people treat Kobayashi like she's a guy, or they literally think she's a guy at first. I mean, Toru did back in the day. So maybe so I almost made a joke in that moment, like, oh, just in case you forgot, Kobayashi's a girl. There's a sign there. She went to the bathroom that would indicate that. Like, I was kind of thinking that. I almost commented on it. I did not. But then we actually got into the bathroom. I do want to go back to that scene because yeah, I was kind of curious why we went into this much detail about her going into the bathroom, going as far as actually showing her in the stall itself. So I'm trying to think when exactly it clicked in my head what was going on here. I think it was after she said the he, like, not the exact second I heard the he, but like I heard the he, my brain started to process what that could mean, and then like maybe a second or two later, the gears had finished their turning, and I'm like, okay, I think Kobayashi may have a penis now. I think that may be what that was implying. Like, because I don't remember exactly what she said. She said something about, because you're a woman. I mean, I can go back and see what it was. Yeah, it didn't work because you're a woman. Yeah, I did kind of forget to talk about this, the attempted seduction scene, which did not work at all. I mean, we already knew Kobayashi already has some kind of resentment towards large chest Lukua. The interactions, unacceptable, I think, is what she thought the first time she saw Lukua. So, in the case of Irodu, she like even has more non-proportional oppai size compared to the rest of her body. So of course that was more going to overpower any kind of seduction attempt. That's going to be more what's on Kobayashi's mind. But it was still a pretty amusing scene, nonetheless. I do appreciate the attempt, regardless of how well it went. But like, she seriously turned Kobayashi into a guy. Like, that's what she did. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, that is so far out of anything I could have possibly expected out of this show. I'm kind of like at a loss of what to say about it, even though I feel like I should say something about it. Like, I think I heard back in the day that the story initially, Kobayashi was going to be a male character, but decided to be female instead. I think I remember hearing something about that a long time ago. But just like, I don't know, like, what's going to come of this change? Like, I don't know, it's such a sudden development. I mean, technically, it's just an assumption I'm making. We didn't actually see anything, but like when a character goes to the bathroom, they pull down their underwear, they look down, and they look surprised. It usually only means one thing, generally speaking, right? Like I've read enough doujinshi with a similar enough premise that I can pick up on that when it's laid down in front of me. But I don't know where we're going with this, right? I mean, I'm sure totally doesn't mind either way. Like, she loves Kobayashi, but Kobayashi, penis or no penis, I mean, that's just how that is. But yeah, I don't really know what to, say about that. But that's pretty much everything to say about the episode, aside from the Lukawa, like, hip shaking scene. She was just like shaking her butt like multiple times. I don't know what the deal with that was. Like, I mean, it was amazing. Like, it was such a little surprise. I guess they just had some extra animation budget and they're like, you know what, we haven't used much of this on Lukawa yet, but what do we do? She doesn't really do much in the episode. What could we spend the budget on? Just type of shake her ass a little bit and show us general direction. Brilliant. Write that down. I think that's what happened there. So, but yeah, really great episode. I'm so glad to have the show back, because that's a big thing. I talked about it early on, but just, I've rewatched Kobayashi so many times. Seeing them do, like, new things gave such a weird feeling as a result of that. But yeah, some great animation, great comedy stuff, great surprises, great everything, really. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing how things go in the next episode. So, until then, this is it. So, if you enjoyed this video, I do hope you click that like button and support me on Patreon and watch my future videos. So, bye-bye.